What's up, y'all? What's up? Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day. I have been out in these streets running some errands, getting some things for my house. And y'all, it really came to me. I really been wanting to talk about just romanticizing your life. Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm delusional as hell. And when I say I'm delusional as hell, I say that because as I am out in these streets running errands, buying things, some of the stuff I might need or don't need or just want, whatever the case may be, I really be out here romanticizing my life. What I mean by that is, if I see something and I want it, I get it. I really don't have time to second guess what it is that I'm doing. And it is because I'm operating in a frequency that's going to attract more and more abundance to my life. I don't have time to just really think about the nuances of things, like, oh well, if I get this, what's gonna happen next week, because I still have a whole week before payday, or I have to do this or I have to do that. I really don't have time to think about the nuances of any of that. That's not for me to worry about. I'm so connected to source, to where source will just pull up on the scene with the ceiling missing and be like, rain down, fa la 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 la, blessings, rain down, fa la 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 la. Okay, a lot of y'all do not romanticize your life. You stay in a constant worry, anxious, anxiety filled, repetitive cycle of the have and the have nots. If you're always operating in a space of lack, anxiety, worry, doubt, fear, that's what you're going to continue to attract. I have spent so much of the earlier parts of my life worrying about what I do and don't have, to where this next phase of my life, I'm only vibrating on a frequency of abundance and me having literally everything that I want, everything that I desire. I talk about manifestation, visualization, and attracting what it is that I want all the time, because that's the frequency that I'm on. That's the vibe that I'm on. I don't want to attract nobody, no situations, no friendships, no relationships, no nothing really. I don't want nobody around me that is constantly operating out of lack, out of fear. I don't have. Especially when you're not doing the damn thing to get to where you want to be. And yes, I am in my moo from Shein, out on this beautiful Saturday, running errands. Y'all may hear my air. Y'all, my car says 85 degrees. That's hot. So I don't know where you're from, where you may be watching this video from, but 85 in Georgia is hot. Okay, so I had to pump that air up a little bit. But this just been on my mind. It's been on my heart. It's just been really in my heart, really in my solar plexus, to just really think about this. Just, y'all, sometimes I want to say that I over manifest. That is a thing, okay? Because the tricky thing about manifestation is, once you launch that rocket of desire, once you make up in your mind what it is that you truly want, because that's also half the battle, not knowing what you want. You can't attract something if you don't even know what it is that you want. But once you make up in your mind what it is that you want, you're actively working on it, You are connecting to source, God, the creator, whatever it is that you want to call it, whatever it is that you believe in. And you put that out into the universe. You put it out into the atmosphere. You move as if you already got it. Once you do that, you gotta let that shit go. You gotta let it go. Me, I've always been a person to hold on to things. So I even hold on to my manifestations. Like after I say something, after I say what I want, or after I start to vibrate on that frequency, then I constantly just think about it, instead of just letting it go. I've already put it out as to what it is that I want. The rest is left up to the creator. Especially because I know that I'm vibrating on that frequency. I know that I'm operating in the essence of me already having what I want. A lot of y'all holding y'allself back. You don't know what you want. You don't know how to create that frequency and be on that same frequency to even attract what it is that you want. Or you may be like me sometimes, where we already know what we want. We've already launched that rocket of desire. We're already vibrating on that frequency. We're already in alignment with what it is, but we haven't let it go. We want to play God. I'm not the person that's so spiritual to where I think I'm God. I'm already knowing that there's something bigger that's outside of me, but I'm also a part of it, if that makes sense. And if that don't make sense to you, then I'm probably not the channel for you, because I'm not above the creator, but me and the creator is also one, because I am a part of that, if that makes sense. I know that there's something bigger and greater outside of me, but it also dwells within me. And that is why it is important to also know who you are. I know who I am. I know where I derive from. I know what this whole thing is. And y'all, it may sound like I'm rambling, but I promise you I'm not rambling. I'm just talking, getting the thoughts out of my head, because like I said, this is something that has been on my mind. It's something that I have been wanting to do a video on, and I hope that this video finds its audience, find the person that is constantly in their mind, constantly sabotaging their manifestations, or even sabotaging their own life. Yes, we can sabotage our own life. We have to get out of our own way. We do have to die to ego. That is something that I'm still working on. I know that I'm not bigger than the program. A lot of y'all think y'all bigger than the program. A lot of y'all think that y'all are God. I'm not playing God, but I do understand that there is a creator that and that life force dwells within me, and that is why I'm able to just romanticize my life. That is why I'm able to manifest the way that I do. And a lot of y'all think that saying like manifesting is a gimmick, or it's not real, or you need something to manifest, or you need a Jesus, or you need a Buddha. And listen, if that's your thing, if you feel like you need something, a deity or something to help you manifest, then that's you. I know that source dwells within me. Source is already within me. And I'm already creating, I'm creating the life that I want. I'm creating this vibration. I'm creating this frequency. I'm creating this. I'm co-creating. I'm co-pilot to my life. I'm the co-pilot. I may not be the pilot, but I'm the co-pilot. Okay, I understand and understand and overstand that there is a greater force that is controlling all of this shit, but I understand and understand and overstand that I'm also a part of it, because faith without works is dead. So guess what? I have to do the work. I have to get on the frequency. I have to get on the vibration. I have to make up in my mind what it is that I want. Creator cannot help me if I don't even know what I want. I can't go to the creator blindly and not doing the work. I have to take the initiative. I have to move my feet. A man that don't move his feet don't eat. Okay? You want a job, you ain't filled out the application. You want a new apartment, you don't even take care of the apartment that you have. It's dirty. You don't even clean it up. You're not even grateful. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't love yourself. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't date yourself. You want to go out on dates, but in your head, going out on solo dates is weird. So how the hell you gonna manifest dates and manifest a relationship, and the most important relationship that you can have is with yourself? You don't even have a relationship with yourself, so how the hell you gonna have a relationship with another human being? You don't understand yourself. You don't know yourself. You haven't gotten to even spend time with yourself. So how you gonna spend time with somebody else? How you gonna teach somebody else how to spend time with you, how to love you, how to date you, how to treat you, and you don't even know how to treat yourself? You want to move to another city, another country, but you're not even grateful for where you are in your current city. You're not even grateful for where you are in the country that you live in, despite what's going on. Because all that other political noise that's going on, I'm deaf and blind to it. Those are tactics. Those are gimmicks to knock you off your rocker. Am I saying don't be aware of the current climate? Sure, be aware, but don't fall victim to the program, because all this shit is set up. All of this is a part of the program. Now, that is a program you need to be bigger than. I'm not entertaining none of it. I got so many thoughts and so many opinions about everything that's going on, but that's not making me money. That's not going to bring me no money. That's not going to help me manifest abundance and prosperity, peace, love, and joy. That's only going to piss me off. That's only going to continue to stir up anxiety, fear. I don't have time to think about what's going on politically wise, especially if it's going to knock me off of my vibration, knock me out of my alignment. All of that's going to do is, that's going to manifest fear, anxiety, worry, and doubt. I ain't got time for that. Especially when I'm trying to continue to vibrate on a frequency that's going to manifest health, protection, love, wealth, prosperity, abundance, peace, love, and joy. So all that other noise, they got to take a back seat to what it is that I'm trying to do. I really didn't want this video to be too long. Like I said, it's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I had to run some errands in my moo-moo, and it just came to my mind, like, and I just chuckled at my damn self, because I'm like, you really just be out here just living for real, and just romanticizing my life, like, yeah, without a care in the world. Y'all really don't be thinking about nothing when I'm out here moving and grooving. I can't afford to. I can't afford to. I'm having a human experience just like the next person. I'm having situations. I'm going through shit, but I can't stay in it. I can't stay in it. I can't stay in it. So if me going to get a coffee from Dunkin' and going to run errands and going to my stores and stuff, if that's what's going to lift my spirits, then I gotta do that. That's the vibration I gotta stay at. That's the frequency I gotta stay on. And people don't understand that. Like, if I'm on the phone and it's a conversation that I don't like, it's a conversation I don't want to hear, I gotta dead that shit, because y'all, the average person does not fucking stand how negativity is energy, how negativity can rub off on the next person. Y'all don't be understanding that shit, especially when the person is an empath, when a person is also spiritually inclined, when the person is connected spiritually. Yeah, I have to hang the phone up. And I don't want nobody to be confused, like, oh, well, you don't want to, listen to, your people vent or whatever, and this, that, and the third. Listen, I'm not saying that I won't listen, But in the midst of you venting, in the midst of you having a situation, in the midst of you going through something, baby, you also got to be telling me a solution. I'm not sitting on the phone with you for 30-40 minutes listening to you going down this rabbit hole of negativity and venting and not having no solution. You're not sitting on the phone with me for 30 minutes talking about you need money and you ain't doing nothing about it. You're not sitting on the phone with me talking about something you want to lose weight and then you're not doing nothing about it. You're not sitting on the phone with me telling me that you need a job and you ain't filled out no job application, because my people know I'm going to start asking questions. And don't get mad at me, shit. I'm just asking questions like to get your brain thinking. Did you go to the job fair? Did you fill out the damn job application? Like, did you go walking today? Like, I don't know. Like, what's the solution, baby? We all got problems, but what's the solution? How you trying to solve it? How you trying to get rid of these problems? Because, baby, problems are gonna problem until the end of time. But what you doing about it? And the way that my energy is set up, the way my spirit is set up, the way that everything is set up that I got going on, and I'm operating on a frequency and vibing on the frequency of romanticizing my life, I can't afford to sit there and allow somebody or a situation to drain my energy when I'm trying to operate on a certain frequency, a certain vibe. I'm not saying that my people can't come to me with problems, but how are we solving the problem? I'm over here trying to romanticize my life and you over here just dwelling in the bullshit. If you came to me with a problem in January, baby, it is September. What are you doing to solve the issue? If you come to me with an issue in September and in the next few months, it's about to be a new year, what did you do to solve the issue? That's all I'm saying. We're problem solving. We co-creating with source. We co-creating with God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. We co-creating the life that we really want, the life that we desire. I romanticize my life in everything. When I walk into my house, I visualize I'm walking into a mansion. Y'all, I don't even want a mansion. I literally want a beautiful condo with an amazing ocean view, with a nice view, with just a lot, big bay windows. And I've always wanted a condo or something with a nice view up on the high level. I'm already at home, y'all, but and I'm on the side of the road before I go into the gate. But that's just an example. When I walk into my house, I'm like, damn, I'm really walking into like this big ass condo, this big ass mansion, like with this view. When I get into my Honda that is paid off, that is mine, I'm getting, and I'm grateful for both my house and my car, but I also know that I have desires. So when I get into my Honda, like I'm getting in my Range Rover. I romanticize everything that I do. I have a basic skincare routine, but I'm romanticizing and visualizing that this is like $1,000 skincare. Some people call it delulu, and that's fine. But as long as that delusion keeps me in a certain frequency and vibration of receiving more, I'm good with that. Because a lot of y'all should be delulu. A lot of y'all delulu, but in the wrong way. You delulu by thinking that your shit all sweet, and it's not. But like I said, I didn't want this video to be long. I just wanted to get my thoughts out. I just wanted to get this video out. It's a beautiful day here. If you are in Atlanta, or if you are wherever you are, if it is beautiful, I hope that you are having an amazing day. I hope you continue to have a great day. I'm sending everybody love and light. The times that we're in right now is shitty, but you do not have to go down that rabbit hole. That you do not have to pay attention to any of that. You do have the power to disconnect. You do have the power to cut the cord. You do have the power to step away. Bad take time for you. Whatever that looks like. If you gotta cut social media, cut social media. If you gotta cut the news, cut the news. If you gotta cut a bitch off, cut a bitch off. Snip, snip. Whatever you gotta do to keep your mental health intact. Whatever you gotta do to keep your frequency in an amazing, peaceful, beautiful vibration and a positive vibe, then do that. Do just that. Romanticize your life. Manifest the desires that you truly want. Vibrate on this frequency, y'all. We have the power to vibrate on a frequency. We are energy. Everything is energy. We're energy. We're frequencies. Everything is energy. We have the soul power to do just that. Do not waste your human experience on negativity, fear, worry, doubt, and operating out of the lack thereof. You have the power to co-create with source and universe to get the life that you want, to obtain the desires that you want. You have the power. Step into your power, baby. Step into your power. It is already there. Step into your power, baby. Step into your power. If you do not know how to step into your power, there is so much information on this internet, in these bookstores. It is so much. That's one way. But disconnect, go into a meditation, prayer, ask God, source, universe, creator, how to step into your power. My whole point is there's so many ways how you can learn how to step into your power. Whether you want to pray and meditate on it, whether you want to read a book about it, whether you want to watch a YouTube about it, shit, ask me about it, whatever you want to do. There is so much knowledge out here on how people can step into their power, co-create with God, source, universe, to manifest the life that you want, to get the desires that you want, baby. Okay? So my advice to you, as we come to a new week on tomorrow, romanticize your life, step into your power, achieve and obtain the things that you truly desire, baby. Okay? I'm sending y'all love and light, and I hope you continue to have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. And if you are new to my channel, I would so appreciate if you like the video, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. If you are returning, then of course I am always grateful, and thank everybody that's always supporting my videos, sharing my videos, my family, my friends. I love y'all. I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support, and I will talk to y'all later.